Hello YouTube, this is Rapscallion. Finally able to get around to posting another video, and this time sharing the updated box display that we're going to use for the one wide tileable multi-item sorter. This one's a little bit cleaner. I think there's less overall working components. I think it's a little bit more compact and definitely more reliable. So we're zero ticking this composter upwards to the shulker box, and we're covering it at the same time so that it's always going to land in this composter, and then we're drawing it back over top of the hopper here and pushing it out through the dropper. We're always going to have one shulker box, one full shulker box buffered here. These are empty, and we're going to have one empty shulker box buffered in the output. Everything else will end up in this barrel. You'll notice that I've got some shroom lights here. That's to help with the light updates on these redstone torches. I have it set to night so we can see that these don't blink as much as if these shroom lights weren't there. And we've got a redstone torch here. This one's actually not being used functionally for anything. It's just there to add some light to an empty space. This one's kind of the pass-through read for this comparator. This one has a torch and that one has a torch. But same concept as any other box display. You just pull the item out of your shulker box here, it'll break it and replace it with a new one. And you'll see that our empty ended up here. That was buffered previously. We've got the blank space there. So again, big thanks to Gangles for helping out with this. We went back and forth with a whole bunch of designs. I think he landed on something pretty similar for his own uses, but the base concepts are all the same there. This is the same zero ticking composter box catch that Milo shared, that I'd shared with him for that quick video of his. But yeah, not much to this thing. I think it's 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because of this platform. And that's including the top chest, 7 by 11. And of course, we'll say 99.9% tileable. There is a little bit of crosstalk between slices here where these pistons are. So you'll see I've got one already placed there. I'll put another one here just for an example, but this observer is going to power all three of those pistons there. So in a single player world, probably not a big issue because I think the only time you'll run into a problem is if two boxes are emptied at similar times. You could end up with some block spitting of that composter there. But that's nearly impossible to do in a single player world. You'd have to empty a box here and empty a box here. Could happen, but it's probably unlikely. It's a little more likely to happen in a multiplayer server environment where you could be, one player on this slice, one player on this slice, emptying at similar times. But again, because the boxes have to be emptied at similar times, it's still probably pretty unlikely. The reset for this thing, so let's say there were no boxes left in the hopper. So let's just take all these out quickly. I'll delete them all. And we'll take that out. So what'll happen is it's just going to lock itself closed because we're not reading anything from a shulker box here. If we put one in and it's not going to spit one out automatically, and you'll see that I don't have any buttons or anything here either, unfortunately. So how I've got this set up is you actually have to break and place this redstone torch quickly to trigger the reset. So that first one will place it into the buffer, and then you do it again to dispense your shulker box. So it is a manual trigger for the first box in, but pretty flush. It's the same setup that I had in the one wide tileable multi-item sorter video, and that's where this thing is going to be used. So let's hop over to that world really quickly, and I'll show you in practice. Okay, here we are in the one wide tileable multi-item sorter world. You'll see I've got the isolated box display just over to the side here. I've got jack-o'-lanterns in here rather than the shroom lights, but doesn't really matter, to be honest. And we've got the same working setup here. So I've already replaced it all below this system here. So you'll see the new design on both sides. And we'll go up top and swap out some boxes just to see how things work. We'll take there, we'll take that one, we'll take that one at the end, and you'll see that it's got everything replaced for us. Right there, there, and there. So our shulker box display is working. That is some ticking for the empty shulker boxes going back up that I'll have to look at later. But there have been a few issues identified by the community in this world, ranging from the shulker box sorter to the item aligning system, which I've replaced here already, to the input system, which I will tinker with a bit, as well as the box loader. So I'm going to be updating a few components to this thing. I really appreciate the community kind of picking it apart, testing it out to see how it works. It just helps us find, better systems to put into this thing. So I'm really happy that people are playing with it and enjoying it. But that's it for now. I won't release this world just yet. As I said, I will share the other world with the box display in it so you can tinker as well. And this one will be coming sooner than later. So thanks again, YouTube, and have a great day.